Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 4, Episode 2, Stranger Things. Last we saw, I'm getting ridiculous Freddy Krueger vibes. There is a dream world. I said this in the last episode. Is this the Upside Down? When I went back and edited Episode 1, I saw that Freddy Krueger was in the video store. I even referenced it, but I didn't put all the things together as one. We saw the girl get thrown to the ceiling and contorted, looked like Tina in Nightmare on Elm Street. Even the bathroom scene when they were shaking the door and he goes like, "I'll gut you like a fucking pig," or whatever the heck he said. That was even like a Freddy Krueger-esque line, I feel like. I feel like Freddy Krueger almost said something like that line for line. Now, a lot of people could say that about a lot of other movies probably, but I feel like they're nailing a lot of things right on the nose. They also did a reference to 69 Dudes, Bill and Ted. It was also "Do You Want to Play?" That song from Bill and Ted. Also another reference to the movie. I feel like each episode they might really focus on references for specific movies, because that was multiple references for Bill and Ted. Who is Vecna? The episode we're about to jump into, chapter 2, is called Vecna'S Curse. Then when I finished episode 1, I went in the hall. My sister just reacted to episode 1 and she said, "Hey, did you know that Vecna is a Dungeons and Dragons well-known character or something like that?" And I'm thinking, what? Because I was just talking about how I've been watching a lot of Dungeons & Dragons and I had no idea. I've never heard of Vecna before. I just wanted to say one other thing and I forgot what it was. Oh, I was saying how Lucas is one of my favorites of all the guys, at least, because most of the girls are my favorite. But Lucas is my favorite of the guys right now. Why? I said in the other episode, and I want to clarify myself. I said it's because I feel like he's moving on. I don't mean that Dungeons & Dragons is immature or anything like that, clearly, because I'm 40 and I want to start playing it now. So I don't think Dungeons & Dragons is immature or anything. I'm saying it in the sense of, I feel like he feels like Dungeons & Dragons is tied to that negative world, because a lot of it, including Vecna, is tied to it. So I'm saying it in the sense of, I feel like he wants to get away from that because maybe it gives him bad memories. Maybe I'm totally wrong and that has nothing to do with it. But I feel like when I say he's trying to separate himself, I feel like he's trying to do something unrelated to that. I feel like it's got a bad connection to that world. And I also feel like they should be supportive of him wanting to do something and not just be like, nope, well, we got this Dungeons and Dragons campaign thing. I understand they have a commitment too. I feel like if your friend's trying to change and he's begging you, he literally was like, "Guys, come to my game. Please come to my game." I feel like he needs them. And I just feel like the Dungeons & Dragons game could have been postponed today. That's all I'm saying. It was way easier to postpone the Dungeons & Dragons game than for Lucas to postpone the championship game. So that was my point. Let's jump in. You guys want to be way ahead, full on edited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're saying, hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. There are dozens of shows over on Patreon you'll never see on YouTube. Check the link at the end. If not, here we go. Season 4, Episode 2, Part 1, Stranger Things. I talked way too long. I was trying to do that quickly, and instead I talked for 56 years. Holy crap, it's Hopper. There was a switch. All right, maybe this was the exact. I don't know. I feel like we got like a little bit extra than we saw in season 3. All right. Cheers to a Hopper episode. I honestly didn't think they'd do that. Hello, sir. He's alive. Theme song? Chapter 2, Vecna'S Curse. I'm so happy. Max, one of my favorites, guys. Honestly, Robin, Max. I mean, I don't hate the guys. I just feel like the girls have more interesting things going on. Oh my God. Why do I feel like that's a reference to something? Eddie Munson. It's like Eddie Monster. His own dad called it in, but I mean, hey, if you saw shit like that, you probably call it in. Max, put on some pants. What does it look like now? Is it worse? I mean, it was pretty bad to begin with. I mean, that's a lot of flies already.
I need you down here ASAP to tell me what the hell I'm looking at.
People are listening.
Mike.
I heard a lot about your sister. What a creepy thing to say, Argyle. Come on.
I want to go to Rinko Mania.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Are your friends gonna meet us there? Friends? What friends?
My favorite, Murray. Hello, my friend.
Let's go. This is life or death.
It was a really
Eddie Murphy.
genuine laugh.
Beverly Hills Cop, one of my favorites. National Lampoon's Vacation. Oh my God. Was that the last dragon? It was DeBarge.
No,
That's amazing. I have it in my gym, the poster.
Police have not yet released the victim's name, although we are told they're currently in the process of notifying the family.
This is quite the hangout. He's the last one to find out, and it's his girl. Are they coming thinking he might have something to do with it?
Ever since that girl Barb died,
Barb, I love that they brought up Barb. People still talk about the Barb thing.
Is the new chief of police Powell in over?
Powell, all right, we got a new chief.
Eddie the freak with Chrissy the cheerleader?
Exactly. They said the same shit about Ted Bundy. Yeah, he's murdering women on the weekend.
And Eddie is like Ted Bundy.
After I saw Eddie and Chrissy go in the trailer,
That's what we heard. I think that's the way the episode ended. All right, so Eddie did get out, but he screamed first. The power went nuts.
he was scared, Dustin.
Yeah, he wasn't like he killed somebody.
Really scared.
I mean, we've seen some crazy shit. Is that so unbelievable? I feel like that would have been my first go-to.
You heard the news, it's so safe. Good point, we'll be extra careful. Thanks, Mom, I love you, bye.
Mike is here. He doesn't know it yet. I'm assuming Murray is going to go find Hopper.
He looks forward to date. Please. Hop is alive. No government. You saw him die, Joyce. He's Houdini. He's a cat man with 9 lives. What's he doing in Russia? He was captured.
you just made all that up.
He probably did, but it's possible as well.
Hopper could be alive.
I suppose there's only one way to find out, but we're doing it my way.
This woman. Who is she?
I think they're trying to show here that Hopper got tortured and beaten and never broke. Even when they let go the kink in the hose, you're barely even getting any air to begin with. I almost thought she was thinking in her own head that it was really happening like that. Will is also very much the third wheel. Rock Me Amadeus. One of the best songs ever.
The snitch has a boyfriend.
Amadeus. She literally, in front of everybody, didn't snitch on you. I think this is highly illegal. They're interrogating a minor about a murder. You moron cops. These are like the dumbest cops ever. Now he's gonna go looking for Eddie, thinking Eddie did something. How about we arrest you for drinking? How about we arrest you for trespassing? You just created violence.
How many phones do you
Freddy
have?
Krueger and Teen Wolf. I love when Dustin and Steve come together. I love this duo of duos.
Shit. Slow down, slow down.
I was just going to
Max's house.
see Max Mayfield.
You killed that kid last year.
What? It was an accident.
You're a murderer is what you are.
What the hell?
All right there?
What?
I said you're all right, kid.
They don't even have to fall asleep. It just gets in your head. Like, how did it just get into his head there? Somebody's got to say something because that's some crazy ass shit right there. Palm Tree Delight. We need a smoke. Tarzan boy.
Where, oh where have you been hiding this handsome thing? Come on.
They're totally giving her the Carrie treatment.
This next song is dedicated to Jane, the local snitch.
I have no room for bullies, and this is ridiculous, so I hope she murders everybody.
Wipe out!
I'm so angry. I'm so angry right now.
No food or drinks on the ring.
Explode her head. L, explode her head, please, for the love of Jeez. This is freaking horrible. The disco ball. Nice transition. All right, guys, what a sad way to take a break, but it's a perfect spot to break. It's the midway point. Holy crap, I feel horrible. I wasn't sure if we were experiencing some sort of alternate world or dream state like we were seeing. We don't know, because every episode so far, there's been something like that. For instance, Chrissy died in a dream world where this Freddy Krueger looking thing, I'm assuming it is the Vecna, it snapped her into pieces, threw her against the ceiling, and Eddie ran away. We saw there that Eddie ran away, or not, we saw earlier, that's what happened. Max saw him run away and thinks he's not guilty, but she doesn't want to discount any possibilities. her, Dustin, go to find Steve and Robin at the video store. I'm loving the video store, guys. National Lampoons, we have Teen Wolf, we have Freddy Krueger, we have Beverly Hills Cop. Everything's so nostalgic with the video store. The arcade is next to it, I guess, because I saw the arcade, or maybe it said arcade games. Either way, I love that dynamic of the four of them together. I just want to spitball this, and then I'm going to jump into part 2 and we'll talk more. But the way in which Chrissy was bent up was clearly mimicking the style or the way that all the kids were mangled and ripped up in the beginning of episode 1 where it showed young 11. So here's my idea now. I'm thinking that the Freddy Krueger dude, possibly the Vecna, the thing that confronted Chrissy in the end of episode 1, I'm thinking that he, in some sort of dream state, got into the minds of all of the numbered kids except 11, and the reason why 11 was bleeding out of her eyes and freaking out and breathing heavy is not because she just murdered everybody like they're making it look like, but because she was fighting back the dream thing. Right now, the only thing I could call it is the dream thing because I don't know what else to call it. It doesn't look like the Upside Down, and it looks like they're in a dream state, but we just saw with Freddie Benson or whatever his name was, the kid that's with Nancy, he wasn't even dreaming unless he like fell asleep and nodded off when a cop is asking them questions about a murder, which I highly doubt. Then this entity can just freak them out at will. It has nothing to do with sleeping. So it's even better than Freddy Krueger. He could just jump into your mind whenever he wants. And clearly no one else saw it because Nancy's like, dude, what's your deal? I'm jumping into the next part. You guys want to be way ahead, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link's in front of me. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have the time to edit everything. Check it out if you're interested. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Season 4, Episode 2, Part 2 of Stranger Things. The last we saw, we see that Eddie ran away. He is not dead. I thought he was dead. I heard him scream. We heard it twice. They showed it in the beginning of this episode, and he's still alive. He ran out with fear on his face. Max thinks he wasn't involved. Max and Dustin rendezvoused with Steve and Robin. They're in the video store, which is a plethora of nostalgia all around. But they're also my favorite because they were my favorite last season. We have a Scoops Ahoy outfit that I wore in an episode, and I'll wear it again for maybe episode 3. We'll see. Either way, love that group of people. Haven't seen Erica again since the D&D match. Didn't expect to, but I feel like she'll be back later. Will, Mike, and Elle go to the Rinko-Rama, I believe it was called? Rinko-Mania? Something like that. Either way, Elle is there, and they pull a Carrie on her. They throw milkshake on her. They play Wipeout, and she flips on her ass. Ha 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 ha, Wipeout. That is the joke of the day, in case you guys didn't know. Because apparently the entire skating rink is involved and laughs in her face and all gathers around and they do an entire Carrie-like situation. But Elle doesn't freak out and rebel and blow all their heads up. I am sorry, but this is the kind of show for this kind of thing. So I hope Angela dies a horribly painful death. I hope they melt the skin off her body. I honestly wouldn't have been upset if half of the people in the rink right there were just incinerated on the spot. I know they're kids, and kids can be cruel, but I have no room for bullies in my life, and this is a horror show kind of thing, so I want them to all die. That's the point of this. This is a way to escape and vent with this fantasy world of Freddy Krueger men. It also looks like I was incorrect. Lucas, I thought, was on the right track of making new friends and trying to try new things, and now he's involved with the dude who was dating Chrissy, who is probably going to go on a murdering spree or try to find Eddie and murder him himself. And Lucas was highly intoxicated and around all the wrong people. But there was one dude that kind of seemed like he was looking out for Lucas. So I'm going to jump in. You guys want to be way ahead, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, and hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. Season 4, Episode 2, Part 2. It's a payphone in Russia. No one looked like they were anywhere near it.
This is Enzo.
Simple trade. Understand?
I don't know about this at all.
You must trust me.
No.
40,000. Yuri's fish and fly. 2 days.
Well, that wasn't the KGB.
No.
But it wasn't a friend either.
Look at them beating the shit out of Hopper. It's getting me angry.
You or what?
We're going to hell. Here we go. This is people coming to Hawkins to check on shit, I think.
Lieutenant Colonel, welcome to Indiana. Eddie Munson. He's a part of that freak devil cult Hellfire.
These were the dudes that were listening to these guys.
That's what I'm saying. It's this cult.
D&D? Dungeons and Dragons?
And how exactly is it, you know, all of that, Sinclair?
I don't like your stupid face. Punch him.
It's my sister. I read about that shit. It's real.
And I think
See, that kid seems legit. The kid in the orange, he seems like a friend. Let's all rise up against people that didn't do anything and fight. I hate all of them. Lucas, leave. I apologize. Oh my God, the Hellfire Club is being burned.
Apparently Eddie gets his drugs from some guy named Reefer Rick, and sometimes Eddie crashes there.
Robin
Maybe we don't need a last name.
is amazing. Look at this. We're using video databases.
Mask, Footloose, and Grease.
No.
Cheech and Chong's next movie.
Yeah, there we go. That's him, Robin Genius. A man that likes boobies and weed.
You're Wayne Munson, aren't you?
This wasn't Eddie.
She writes, this one Eddie.
You ever hear the name? Victor Creel?
Is this the urban legend?
Lost his mind, killed his whole family, took their eyes. Maybe he broke out. They locked him away in Penhurst Asylum.
Michael Myers?
Boogeyman, Michael Myers. They reference Freddy Krueger in the last one and this one, actually. Oh, Benson. She sees Benson left. It's got to be something to do with time. What is this? Is that Victor Creel's daughter? Okay, then. That's a little frightening. See, a lot of this was spoiled in the trailer. I knew he was going to be basically tortured and put to a work camp.
Run. You die.
Play it again.
It's a lady banging on the phone booth.
Literally, Russo translates to trash or garbage. It's like pig here.
Oh, he's a soldier.
Or guard.
There he is.
Welcome to your new home, American.
Okay. Murray's in. No, go in there and blow up the bathroom. Wasn't that Angela?
We're friends. Well, we used to be best friends.
I don't know. I feel like Will is just really odd and I'm just trying to figure him out. Practice your skills again. Start focusing on evil. Do it. Do it. Burn him. Burn him. I hope her head explodes. Is this entity gonna like possess her? Oh God, is she gonna clock her with a skate?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. She bashed her free. I love it. I don't even care. I love it. All of you fear her. Yeah. Oh, isn't that so sad?
What did you do?
We got even.
What have you done?
11, you did nothing wrong. I swear to God, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. That bullying could traumatize a kid for the rest of their life. So I have no problem with that. Honestly, I wish it was worse. I could bet your ass one thing. None of them will fuck with her again.
I don't find it funny.
Oh my God, what is that? Is that Reefer Rick? Oh no, it's Eddie. I hope Eddie's normal.
Yes, we swear.
Yeah, on Dustin's mother.
We all swear on Dustin's mom. I swear on Dustin's mom. Is Fred gonna be
Excuse me.
ripped to pieces?
I told you kids to go home.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Benson, I wish you luck, but I think you're dead, buddy. Oh, it's the wreck. It's his car wreck. Maybe it makes you relive your darkest moments?
Started to snap.
Look at his eyeballs.
There are some things.
That can't be explained. He's in a grave. He's gonna get buried alive? What's with the spiders?
I thought they were gone, but they've come back before.
Fred. Oh shit, that's horrifying. And he could stop time?
I want you to join me.
This is how it happened with Chrissy.
It was like she was in the curse. Vecna'S curse.
Vecna'S curse. Well, there goes Fred.
Who's Vecna? An undead creature, a dark wizard.
I think it's sucking pieces of them like fuels itself. And that is the building that I think Eddie jams out on the guitar. All right, guys, so that is part 2 of episode 2, Stranger Things Season 4. Jesus Christmas. I mean, I know the show is violent. We've seen it before, but some of the images are just disturbing, let's say. I'm fine with it. I love that kind of thing. I'm a horror fan at heart. It's probably my favorite genre. 80s horror is my weakness. I know a lot of it's cheesy, but I just can't get enough of it. That's why I love this so much. We have Fred at the end get ripped to pieces. I keep saying ripped to pieces, but they're basically just getting snapped and broken every which way. And I don't know if you'd call it their eyes getting gouged out. It looks like their eyes are sucked out, but reverse. Like they're being sucked of their organs and all their fluids or something and just being dried out while being broken into pieces. Either way, their eyes are not there. They can't see and they're dead, so it doesn't matter. This entity, let's call him Vecna for now, because they're saying it's Vecna'S curse. Vecna is a character from D&D. I told you guys this in the beginning. This is what I was told. I'm going to watch a video or figure out something to explain all that, but they did the same thing in the first season with the Demigorgon and everything. That was another D&D type piece, so it isn't too surprising that it would reflect back on D&D. Eddie is amazing. I love Eddie. I said in the episode, I feel like the guy in the trailer is Eddie at this point. It has to be. I haven't revisited the trailer, but there was a guy with long hair rocking out on the rooftop of a building, which looked like the building at the end that the Vecna was in. He was in that building. I don't know if it's in some sort of dreamlike state. They were saying right there, it's more of a curse. He's a dark wizard and he can control your mind and put a curse on you. So you're really not anywhere. You're in reality. You're there. People could see you. Eddie saw Chrissy. So you're not being taken to an upside down or something like that. You're there just put under a spell. And if someone doesn't break the spell, you are cracked into a million pieces. And this thing is sucking it all. And it looked like it was forming more skin and getting more filled in. This has happened in Stranger Things before and other shows and other movies too, where it needs live flesh bodies to fuel it, even if it's the fear and the death and everything else, whatever the reason, it's being fueled by killing these people. So now Fred is broken in the middle of the street. Nancy is looking for him with the cop. I'm assuming they're going to find him really quick in the first part of the next episode. Besides that, Angela, I'm sorry if I am being a reverse bully by wanting bullies to be beaten and violently hurt, but that's what I feel like these kind of shows are for. I feel like this is a show to vent, and you want to have everybody in the school circle around 11 and freak out and scream at her and throw a milkshake on her and make her feel like the biggest shit ever. That is how violent things happen. That is how people turn into crazy people that buy guns and shoot up places. So I have no problem with 11 being like, hey, stop being a frigging piece of shit, and smashes her right in the nose with a skate. I think that is completely justified and warranted. I think she should have done worse. I would have been okay if 11 had the power to blow her head off her body. Multiple people. There's like a good dozen people, maybe more, whose heads could have been blown off their bodies, and I would have celebrated with laughter and clapping. But Angela, I mean, in my mind, 11 did the mature thing by smashing her in the face with a skate. I hope Mike and Will don't yell at her about it. Maybe they'll be like, oh my God, that was a little violent. But no, this girl is a bully to the 10th power. Literally everything since I've seen her has been shithead, 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 and she's surrounded by other shitheads and douchebags. Guys videotaping shit. Go to hell. I hope you all die. Sorry if I'm a little aggressive, but I have emotions about things like this, and bullying is, I don't care. Full unedited episodes of all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. There are dozens of shows on Patreon you'll never see on YouTube. Go check the link. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.